Take up some space. You're too far away. Make no mistake. I think you should stay. You'll get every little bit. You ain't never seen a trend like this.
Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another vlog. Don't mind me today. I'm just doing these topicals eye patches. Just kind of wanted to get my morning up and started. Gino and I kind of laid around this morning and kind of like spent time together. You know, kind of spent one-on-one time together. Now that I'm not working, we're just trying to make a more conscious effort to be present with one another. And I'm also trying to do that with Devin as well. Just make an effort to be, not to just be in the room, but be present in the room. You know what I'm saying? Like, just be present. So, yeah. He left already for the day. So, and I may go with my sister Nam to the library later. I have some library books that I need to return. And I'm just... These topical eye patches, if anyone uses them, let me know if they actually make a difference. I don't really see a difference. I guess I would have to use it long term, but I mean, for $20 for just a few patches, I don't know if I would repurchase these again. But if anyone uses these topical eye masks, let me know if they're worth the hype, if they're worth the money. I do like the little cute pink aesthetic. I think it's more just for the aesthetic than it actually does anything, because I have dark circle. I have raccoon eyes, so I would need. And I also use the Good Molecules eye gel as well. So I felt like I just wanted to kind of do like a little self-care morning. So yeah, right now I am trying to see what I want to get on the library app. I usually try to have an idea of what books they have in the library, because sometimes, you know, I'll do a hold for those books. But the 3 books that I got, I only managed to read one of them, and I started on the second one, and I've had them like, I don't know, for like a couple of months now maybe, and I've still only read one. I do have time to read, but I think I'm going to turn those in and just start reading on my iPad, because that way I don't have to be obligated to take them back to the library, you know. So, but I'm not gonna hold you, I do love a good book in my hand and a cup of coffee. It's just something about having a book in your hand. iPads, e-readers are okay, but it's nothing like having a good book. So, but yeah, so I'm just gonna finish my skincare routine, and then I will see you guys in just a little bit. I may go to the library, I may not. I may just sit in the books with my sister-in-law. But alright, you guys, I just got back from the library. I always forget to get footage in the library, but you know how you new to vlogging and you be like, you go different places and you be like, oh, this would have been great footage so I can let everybody see what I'm up, you know, just for YouTube, just let everybody see what I'm up to. But I'm so used to just going where I go and not even worried about having to get footage of anything. What I do want to get me, because I'm going to be one of those shy vloggers that don't really want to vlog in public, because it's probably not mainstream here. So what I do want to get at some point is I want to get me some Meta glasses. I want those anyway, because I'm just a tech person, but I want me some Meta glasses. We got back from the library. I made me a baked potato. My sister-in-law, she makes the best baked potatoes. Like, the meat that you put inside of them, she seasoned it so well. I guarantee you, she could sell them baked potatoes. They just so good. I'm so addicted to her baked potatoes, and I didn't even really like baked potatoes years ago when I was growing up. But now I love a good baked potato. So, with that being said, I want to show you guys the books that I picked up. I got 3 books. I normally only get 3 books because I feel like if I get more than 3, I'm pushing it. So, because I got 3 books last
last time, and I'll insert those 3 books that I got. I only read one, and that was Tamron Hall's Where They Hide. That book was good. It was a good read. I'm a person, I don't like long drawn out books. I like good short reads, and so I try to go for something that isn't really thick. And then the second book I got, Treacherous Wife. I don't know I was kind of confused what that book was about, so I didn't really read that. But I think I got it more because the cover was pink, and I like pink. I am a sucker for a good cover on a book. I'm falling. Okay, I don't have any of my gear here with me in Ohio. I'm gonna need to give me one to go, give me some temporary tripods and stuff. But the third book I got was called Sight Unseen. Now that book was thick. I could have read the book, but I was just like, no, I was like, I'm not gonna read this. So I just took all them books back and started fresh. The books I got now, I love. Side note, look at my nails, y'all. These are so cute. Oh my God, these are cute. These are press-on nails, and I love a good almond shape. These were only $9.99 at Ulta. And I bought some lashes, but I didn't really like them. And excuse the light, it's dim in here. See if I can turn on the light. Okay, there we go. I just want to show you guys the 3 books that I picked up. This first book, like I said, I'm a sucker for a good cover on the book. And this one is by Rashonda Tate Billingsley. And this one is called Miss Pearlie's Girls. And this one says, raising 4 daughters on her own in rural Texas wasn't easy for Miss Pearlie Bell. And she's always regretted that the sisters went their separate ways and never wanted to see each other again. But when Pearlie is stricken with a terminal illness, she summons them all home, determined to somehow get right with each other, for them to get right with each other and forgive. But that means dealing with the past and secrets and lies first. So basically, you have 4 sisters. They fell out for whatever unknown reason, only they know. And when they got adults, they went their separate ways and never spoke to each other again. Miss Pearlie has a terminal illness. Of course, she's getting old. She's going to pass away. So she's just trying to get all of her girls together one last time. This is giving Tyler Perry. What was that movie? I can't think of the name of it, where the mom passed away and she was trying to get all the siblings together. And this is what this gives. I love this cover. It kind of gives like a Terry McMillan book cover type vibe. It says 4 sisters, too many secrets. All the books I got this time, I'm definitely going to be reading. And then the second book I got is Zane Needs No Introduction. This man, Lord, forgive me, y'all. But Zane Needs No Introduction. If you're familiar with Zane books, you know. I've never read Zane, but I heard the author was really, I think Zane is a female, right? Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think Zane is a female. I don't know why all these years I thought Zane was a male, but the last time if I saw it correctly on the internet, if I remember correctly, Zane is a woman. But if not, y'all forgive me, no disrespect. But anyway, because one of my old friends used to love Zane books, but I never got into it. But I'm definitely excited to read this. So the summary on this book, and they have this, I can't read it all, but I'm going to do my best. They have stickers on it. With brains and beauty and a 4-carat diamond. 4-carat diamond ring. Pasha Willow seems to have the perfect life. She's something, is the owner of a trendy hair salon, lives in a posh condo with her handsome soon-to-be husband, drives an expensive car, and indulges in relentless shopping sprees. But behind the high-end fashion, captivating smile, and mesmerizing eyes belies a woman with a deep, dark secret. While her fiancé served 5 years in prison, Pasha found an alternative way to feed her desires. One that ended with several obsessed men clamoring for more of her. And now with the love of her life, a free man and back in her arms. Now with the love of her life, a free man and back in her arms, she must find a way to balance her past with her present and not give in to temptation. As her wedding day slowly approaches and her dirty secrets begin to unfold, Pasha scrambles to keep her lies and indiscretions from getting out of control and ruining her life. You guys, I'm gonna read this one too because, baby, it sounds like if you've never watched the TV show Decline List with Jennifer Love Hewitt, it's kind of giving this where her husband ran out on her. She didn't have a job. You know, he just ran out and she had to do what she had to do. It only went, I think, maybe 2 seasons, but baby, yeah, I'm going to have to read this one too. It says, she's every man's desire and every woman's nemesis. Baby, yeah, we don't have to read that. Okay? And the last book I got is the money book. I'm trying to get more into like self-help books. I usually go for romance books, but I feel like self-help, we all could use a little help with our money and our mental. So this book is called Moving Beyond Broke, The Power of Perseverance. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. I had to check on something, but The Power of Perseverance in Personal Finance by Dasha Kennedy. Creator of the Broke Black Girl. You guys, I love Black finance books. I love Clever Girl Finance. I'm trying to get one of her books, but every time I go to the library, they're completely out. But I love Black people finance books because we are dealing with a separate set of problems. I feel like I need things that also deal with generational woes. You know, let me show you what I mean. Okay, it says Dasha Kennedy didn't grow up with money. Money talks around the table. By 15, she had learned bad money habits that kept her broke. By 19, she realized that the standard advice from mainstream money experts wasn't meant for young Black women like her who were barely scraping by. While still struggling to Black women like her who were barely scraping by while still struggling to overcome decades of historical financial oppression. She started educating herself and launched the Broke Black Girl to teach others what she had learned over a decade of trial and error, and of course practice her own personal finance advice in public. She grew a rapidly expanding community of women who were eager to create financial stability for themselves and their families, no matter their starting point. I love that because we as Black women and men, we are dealing with systemic racism on top of our finances. There is racism in everything. There's racism in loans. There's racism in, the type of loan that you get, the type of interest rate. There's racism in everything. And so I don't know if y'all remember a few years back where this couple tried to get their house appraised and the appraisal company or the bank lowballed them, but then when they had their white friend to do it, and they ended up they appraised the white friend with more money for their house. This is the type of crap that we deal with. Like, we have to deal with getting higher interest rates on loans and being denied for loans that our white counterparts may get. You know what I'm saying? Like, we have to deal with the fact that a lot of us are single parents, so they may look at us and be like, oh, another single Black mom, she can't afford this. We're dealing with the fact that we earn less than other races. So with that being said, I love a book that is centered around Black finance and the things that we have to overcome just to have a little bit of a piece of the American pie. You know what I'm saying? So I love this book. This will probably be my first read because I feel like with me being out of work right now and me not, us not having our own place and just trying to rebuild our lives back up, Gino and I feel like this is a great motivator because some mornings I wake up and I feel like crap because I think I am 50 years old. Why do I not have more? And I have to tell myself, like, no, you're going to go through ups and downs in life. That's just what it is. You can't help that, Starting over is hard and it sucks, but I did it to myself. No one else did it. There were times when I could have fought a little bit harder to get certain things done. I could have got a second job. You know, I could have did all of that. And I chose to make the decisions that I made that landed me where I am now. So I'm trying to just keep myself motivated and not be too hard on myself and just work with what I got, because I can't go back and change the past, like undo certain bad decisions that I made concerning my finances that led me to this point. So, like I said, I'm just gonna work with what I have from where I am, and we're just gonna leave it at that. Now, I know my last video just was a bunch of shopping and stuff like that, but I know at this point, and even my sister-in-law, she makes pretty good money. She's even starting to hone down on her spending. So I feel like at this point, I'm not getting any younger. 401k doesn't build itself. So I need to start doing the hard things that I need to do to make sure that when I get to my old years, I'm not 90 and still trying to work a full-time job. So, yeah. This book, Moving Beyond Broke, and this is by Dasha Kennedy. First thing I'm going to do is journal. I'm trying to take this time, like, I've had so much time off since I moved here. Not wanted time off, but I've come to the realization that my last job wasn't for me. Honestly, I'm not that broke up about it. I was just pissed off because they tried to shit on me and make it seem like I was somehow inadequate and wasn't able to keep it up in the office, their office, when their office was the most basic of all that I worked at. And I don't want to get into it, but I just did not feel that. I felt like I was wrongfully terminated, but I don't really care. I don't want to get into that. It's just that sometimes you just look at stuff and you be like, that was really effed up, you know, but it's okay. But it's okay. I got my little last paycheck and we gonna make it do what it do. So Gino's out hustling, you know, trying to make sure we don't do it out. So I'm good. It's this lady I'm watching on YouTube. I love YouTubers who aren't the typical YouTubers. The reason why I'm drawn to her is because she has 2 boys and she's in a 1-bedroom apartment. And I applaud her for making that 1-bedroom apartment work, because the alternative is for them to be homeless. And I'd rather make my kids and I fit in 1 bedroom, because my kids and I've had 3 kids in a 1-bedroom. I'd rather make my kids and I sleep in a 1-bedroom apartment than to be sleeping in our cars or somewhere in a homeless shelter. So her name is Leasie. It's Leasie. I may be saying it wrong, Leslie B. But I love her content. I found her last night, baby. She made that 1-bedroom apartment working. As you know, that is something that Devin and I did in our last apartment. Baby, we made that 1-bedroom work, because as you know, Austin is expensive. And you really need 2 incomes, or you need one person that makes damn near $100K a year to be able to afford to stay comfortably in Austin. Because if the rent don't get you, the property taxes will. And I love her content. I'm going to support her 100% because she is a single mom and she is making it work. And does not help. It does help that she has my old car in white. So yeah, she has a Kia Sportage just like I did. So baby, I'm gonna support her 1,000%. So her name is Leasie B, Leasie. And if for all my single moms out there, if you're looking for some relatable content, definitely check her out. I've never had a conversation with her, but I like her content and I have no problem with promoting her, because she's like a breath of fresh air in all these, you know, sea of like, let's buy, spend, shop, you know, type of content creators. And I myself am guilty of that, but I usually buy stuff that I need. A lot of times I buy mostly out of necessity. Anything I show you guys is mostly stuff that I need and a little bit of want. So, because I don't have money like that to splurge. So, with that being said, I'm charging my pencil for my iPad. And then I'm going to go ahead and journal for today. I want you guys to guess which book I'm going to read first and put it down in the comment. See you in a little bit.
Okay, you guys. It is 2:30 in the morning. And Baby, I am loving this book. I'm going to have to buy this book because I want to make notes in this book so bad, and I can't do it because it's a library book. So I'm going to have to buy this book. I think I'm going to put a pen in here, and because I've literally been taking notes on my iPad, which they're good to revert back to, but these are the notes that I put in my iPad. But I need to highlight in this book. There are so many good parts in this book. Workout in my sister-in-law's upstairs gym. Yeah, we're gonna do a quick workout. This is her gym. She just has a little bit of exercise equipment. Yeah, she doesn't have much, but she has like the core stuff. So what we're gonna do is start off here. I'm gonna start off at the treadmill, and I'll usually work my way around, and then I'll work my way back. So, and yes, you guys, I'm working out in my PJs. Okay, stop the video. Quick disclaimer. What I'm wearing is not pajamas. I did wash my ass this morning. I don't want to make it seem like I just hopped out of bed and start working out without brushing my teeth or washing my face or anything like that. These are lounge pants that I got from Walmart, and they can be worn in or outside of the house. They're versatile enough to where if you want to run a quick errand or two, then you could just throw on a t-shirt or a nice shirt and then put on some sneakers and go. This particular pair that I have on, I would not recommend wearing them outside of the house because they do look like actual pajamas. But I just want to say I did wash my ass and brush my teeth this morning. Thank you. Because I like these joggers, because these Walmart joggers, because I can wear them around the house. And then too, if you want me to change into something, it's usually not gonna happen. So if I do it at the spur of the moment and then just hop on with what I have on, I'm more likely to get it done. So yeah, and that's how, like, if you work in healthcare, that's how some people do with their scrubs too. Like, I heard one girl, she said, I like the joggers scrubs because if something happens and I forget to pack my gym bag, my jogger scrubs can double as workout pants because they're dry fit. So let's get started on this workout. I'm gonna do 10 minutes on a treadmill. We're gonna do 10 minutes per machine, and then we're gonna work my way back around. So let's go. So what I like to do is just start off slow, probably around 2. This should be good enough just to get my legs and my blood flowing in my legs. Because sometimes it takes about 10 minutes into the workout for me to get my legs to moving. Like, my legs are usually sluggish, and then once I get the hang of it, they kind of start to pick up speed. So this will be the first machine that I'm going to do. With the row machine, all you're going to do is literally strap your feet in here, and then you're just going to pull the machine like this, like so. And so let's get this set up. I got my feet in here, and you guys, my midsection is horrible. So I'm just you're gonna pull like this, and then you gotta pull. And then this one is just your basic weight bench, nothing to it. You got your arm curl thing right here. You can take the weights on or off. And then we have just some 5 pound, I think there's a 5 pound, 5-pound weights if you want to do chest ups. I guess that's what you call them, lift weights or whatever. And then over here we have the elliptical. Let's head over here.
Y'all, I hate getting up out this thing. It gives me the blues trying to get up out this little low seat. Ooh. So we're gonna go over here to the elliptical. I think this is really good for your butt, to tone your butt. I'm not sure, but yeah, this is an overview, and she has the medicine ball over there. What do you call it? Whatever you call it. And then that's it. So don't mind her junk. She has a lot of clothes. I tell her all the time she's a clothes whore. So, alrighty, I'm gonna put you guys down, and I'm going to do my workout. Hey, but I just want to get it in and get out and get it done. So I'll see you guys in just a little bit. You ready, big girl? And go. Coco. Hey, big girl. Hey, y'all. Hey, I am back in the house now. I feel like the snacks was getting on my nerves. You know how they fly in swarms, and then you be like, and you know, it's summertime here, and they bugs is not as bad as the ones in Louisiana, but they were getting on my nerves, and I'm just ready to shower and lay down. But this book, y'all, I cannot say enough good things about this book. I swear to God, if she ever goes on a book tour, which I think I looked, and I don't think she has one close to me. I love this book. This is my little bookmark right here. But moving beyond broke, all my melanated people, I need y'all to get this, because this is what I love about this book. This book not only touches on budgeting and preparing for the future, it also touches on budgeting and while black. Because we, as black people, we face a lot of inequalities. There's a wealth gap between us and Caucasian white people. We earn significantly less than an average white household, but we spend more. I'm back. Sorry about that. You guys, sometimes it pays to stay your ass at home. Because going out, hanging out is not all this crack to be when you got people who don't know how to hold their liquor. So, yeah, but what I was saying was, I love this book. I like it. And I know in the first chapter, I'm already like, I've made notes, and the first chapter, it tells you about types of expenses, 4 types of budgets. And the one thing that I like about this book is it's a FYM budget. I have all my notes right here on my iPad. My handwriting is so horrible. It's so horrible. I don't know how to fix it. Especially on here. Okay, you guys, so the thing I was saying about the FYM budget, it is if your money fund, FYM, isn't any amount saved in a secure place that enables you to walk away when it's time to go. You need FYM to get out of a situation, relationship, job, hometown, or environment without having to rely on anyone but yourself and your FYM stash. It doesn't necessarily have to be a bad situation, nor does your FYM fund have to replace all your income. It could just be enough money to allow you to prioritize yourself right now at this moment, to take advantage of an opportunity, or to take some time off to figure things out. There is no set amount. It just depends solely on your life, you and your lifestyle. I love that so much, because if you are a stay-at-home mom, Or you are in a situation where if the other person decides that they're done or you need to be done, you don't have to kind of wait around, you know, because my mom always said what he want on Sunday, he may not want on Monday. So if anything happens to where he or she or whoever decides that they don't want to deal with you anymore, or you lose your job or whatever, whatever it is, or today's the day and you're fed up, just have a FYM stash. I love this part about that book because that is something that needs to be touched on in this day and age, because we have so many people who stay in bad relationships due to finances because they can't leave. And I feel like a woman especially should always be squirreling away money here and there just in case she got to make a mad dash out the relationship. I'm not saying it's gonna happen, but if it does, you need to be prepared.